From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is Wake Up Weather.
Good Monday morning to you. I'm Kelly Rawson here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. And if I didn't know any better, I would have thought I woke up in the North Pole this morning. Temperatures absolutely frigid and absolutely brutal. You see here some folks sneaking down into those single digits for the actual air temperatures. And if you think this is bad, just wait until the feels like temperatures here in just a moment. It is cold out there. Be sure to layer up. Multiple layers needed. Even if you are just going to be outside for a brief amount of time, taking the dog out real quick, you are going to need to layer up. Hats, gloves, scarves, sweaters, layers. A nice warm jacket is needed for today. Very, very cold out there. Again, Hohenwald and Lewisburg sneaking down into the single digits, a whopping 9 degrees this morning. I bet parts of rural southern middle Tennessee are also seeing a single digit air temperatures this morning. We are in the teens for North Alabama and Northeast Mississippi, between 13 and 16 degrees. No matter where you are, it is downright cold. You need to be layering up. The good news, the wind not too terribly bad, but with the cold temperatures that we're already seeing, of course, those feels like temperatures are going to be even more brutal, but winds are about 9 to 15 miles an hour for us here in the Tennessee Valley, making our wind chill values again down into, in some places, the lower single digits. A whopping 4 degrees is what it feels like in Decatur, Alabama, as well as Columbia, 5 degrees in Lewisburg. So again, not a significant wind chill this morning, but these temperatures and this cold air is certainly significant. You are going to need to layer up. Again, limit your time outdoors for the next few hours. The good news, we do have warmer temperatures on the way. I will have all of those details here in this weather update. You are going to like the temperatures by midweek, but we will get to that here in just a moment. Right now, though, still looking at a nice crystal clear sky, a night sky across southern middle Tennessee. In Lawrenceburg, good morning to you. Tuning in, a nice calm scene. Some folks braving that very, very early morning crisp and cold air. Make sure your caffeine is piping hot this morning. That can act as some hand warmers as well. Columbia looking at a calm and a chilly, cold start to the day. A northwesterly wind blowing about 3 miles an hour. Again, a little bit of a breeze in the air. The good news is we don't have as strong of winds as we had yesterday. We're starting to see first peaks of daylight over Florence, and we are looking at just absolutely frigid out there. So like I said, we do have warmer temperatures in our future, not only for today, but for the week ahead. We do break the freezing mark by the time we get to this afternoon, but until then, again, we are going to be downright cold. Temperatures in the teens, 20s, eventually warming up into the upper 30s to lower 40s by this afternoon. We'll see a wind out of the south by this afternoon as well. That'll help us warm up, and it will help us warm up for the rest of the week as well. Overnight, we are looking at a nice and clear sky, so hey, at least we don't have any precip to worry about with these cold temperatures, but a nice clear sky expected for the rest of today, overnight as well. To start off our Tuesday, we will be cold once again for tomorrow morning. Temperatures will get below freezing. We will be into the lower 20s, so another cold night ahead, and then we start to warm up pretty nicely heading into the rest of the week. Tuesday, again, looking nice and sunny to start. A few clouds by the afternoon, but still looking nice and dry for your Tuesday. However, heading into Wednesday, that's when we start to see a few changes. Temperatures again gradually warming up, cloud cover increasing, and then by the afternoon on Wednesday, we could see just a few spotty showers. Not a washout by any means, but then by the time we get to Thursday, that's the next system that we're watching to bring us widespread rain, maybe even a few thunder showers in the mix. So we are going to expect that to be kind of a gloomy, soggy day, the highest rain chance that we do have in the next 7 days. So expect to need the rain gear by Thursday. Temperatures a little bit warmer. I'll show you those here in just a moment. Then on the backside, we are going to cool off a little bit heading into Friday, but we're not going to be seeing this bitter cold that we are experiencing as we step out the door on this Monday morning. But high pressure will settle in on the backside of that system. So a soggy Thursday, but then a nice and sunny Friday is in store. Now check out these temperatures. Yes, today is downright cold and miserable, but we get back into the 50s by your Tuesday, mid 50s by Wednesday. Hey, we are in the low to mid 60s by Thursday. Of course, that's ahead of all of that rainfall, and then we are going to cool off from the 60s to the 40s from Thursday into Friday. But guess what? We are right back into the lower 60s by this weekend. So warmer temperatures certainly in our future, and even into next week as we start to take our first peek at the holiday forecast heading into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day temperatures for us here in the Tennessee Valley. In fact, much of the southern United States looking to be above average. So warmer temperatures certainly in our future. Heading out to the bus stop, be sure to bundle up if you can drive your kids to the bus stop. That would be ideal to wait in a nice and warm car. Temperatures again downright brutal in the teens, even into the single digits in some places. So again, multiple layers, hats, scarves, maybe even a couple jackets, a sweatshirt, anything and everything that you can by the afternoon. Again, above freezing, but still a cold afternoon in the upper 30s to lower 40s for today. You see that here on our hourly forecast, but nothing but sunshine. So again, at least it will look nice outside, but of course that is going to be an illusion. It will not be feeling nice out there, but we're feeling a little bit nicer heading into Tuesday. Mostly sunny, dry, and we are going to be a little bit warmer into those lower 50s, mid 50s by your Wednesday. Again, a partly cloudy sky, maybe a few showers, not a high rain chance heading into Thursday, though we are going to see rain chances increase. Scattered rain, maybe some rumbles of thunder, a few thunder showers, temperatures in the 60s, going to be feeling more like a spring day by the time we get to Thursday, but then right back to feeling like December on Friday with the mostly sunny sky. Temperatures, though, do cool off from the 60s back down into the 40s. And then, hey, we're right back to the 60s by the time we get to the weekend. That's a check at your local weather forecast this morning. Remember, bundle up and layer up this morning. Limit your time outdoors. We are very, very cold this morning. We will eventually get above freezing by this afternoon, and then warmer weather is in our future over the next few days.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley